Thanks for joining me today. Let's start in child's pose, or extended child's pose. So walk your hands out and just make sure the knees are just wide enough for the torso to come through. And place your forehead down towards the mat or on the mat. And let's bring the attention to the breathing. I'm just taking this time just to check in with your body. If there's anywhere that's feeling particularly tight today, just direct your breath there on the inhale, and as you exhale, just see if you can soften into that part of the body. And then let's come up onto all fours, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and taking cat-cow, pressing down through the shin bones. Take an inhale, drop the belly down, lift the eyes, and then as you exhale, draw the navel in, tuck the chin in towards the chest. And again, inhale to arch the spine, looking up. Exhale, draw the navel in, tuck the chin in. And inhaling, arch, and then exhale, draw the belly button in. Inhale, arch. Exhale, really draw that navel up towards the ceiling. And then releasing to a neutral spine. Bring the feet and the knees a little bit closer together and cross the right foot over the left. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, look over the left shoulder and bring the feet over to the left as well. And then next exhale, look over the right shoulder, bring the feet over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn towards the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, center. Place that left foot down, the ball of the left foot, and extend the right leg over towards the left, looking over the left shoulder. So you're thinking of a crescent moon shape with your spine here. Really try to straighten that right leg, press the knee up towards the ceiling, and keep breathing. Bring the leg back to center and keep it level with the torso, flexing the right foot, toes are pointing down, energy out through the crown of the head. If you want to make it a little bit stronger, let's extend that left arm forward as well. Palm of the hand is facing your left ear. Reach out through the right heel, reach out through the fingertips. Just notice how the core activates here in this very simple pose. And then let's release that. Keep the hips over the knees and walk the hands away from you. So it's different from child's pose. And come down onto the forehead if you can. So we're coming into Anahata Asana, or open heart posture, or sometimes it's known as happy puppy. Release yourself all the way down onto your belly. Bring the legs together. Draw the fingertips back beneath the shoulders and come up into Bhujangasana, inhaling. Few breaths here. Just test that you haven't got too much weight onto those hands by lifting the hands off the mat. You can place them back down. Take another inhale, trying to come up a little bit higher, and then exhale, tuck the toes under, pressing back into your down facing dog. And then let's come back down onto all fours, crossing the left foot over the right. Now lift the feet off. Take an inhale, exhale, feet over towards the right and turning the head to look over the right. Inhale, center, exhale over towards the left. Inhale, center, exhale to the right. Inhale, center, exhale to the left. Inhale, center, right foot goes down. Extend the left leg away over to the right hand side, looking over the right shoulder. So you're trying to stretch out the left side waist here. This gets into a muscle called quadratus lumborum in the lower back, which often gets quite tight. And then extend that left leg back to center, coming into bird dog pose. So take the left toes to point down, option to extend that right arm forward. Draw the navel in towards the spine. Keep your breathing going here. Last breath. And then exhale, let's release that. Once again, coming into Anahata Asana, keep the hips over the knees, walking the hands away. Turning the armpits to face one another. So we're broadening across the upper back here. And then releasing all the way down onto the mat, feet together, fingertips behind the shoulders, and then coming up into Bhujangasana, inhaling. Just keep the breath going. Try to draw the kneecaps off the mat, pressing down through the tops of the feet. One more inhale, exhale, releasing down, pressing back into down facing dog. And then let's walk the feet forward up towards the top of the mat. Feet hip distance apart. Take an inhale into your halfway lift, and then exhale, fold, soften through the knees to roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Feet stay hip distance apart. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up, and then exhale, circle the hands all the way back onto your lower back. Fingers pointing up, thumbs to the midline of the body. Take an inhale. As you exhale, drop the tailbone down and lift the chest up towards the ceiling, allowing the head to drop back if that feels comfortable for you. On your next exhale, just fold yourself forward. Inhale into your halfway lift, and then exhale, step the right leg back. Coming down to the right knee, release the toes. Low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up alongside the ears. Steady gaze, looking forward. Take another inhale, lifting up through both sides of the waist. As you exhale, bring the hands down by the front foot. Swivel that right foot behind the right knee. Step the left foot forward. Extend the arms up to shoulder height. Inhale, exhale over towards the left leg. So Parigasana or gate pose. Left hand is light on the left leg. You can turn the head to look up past the top arm or look straight ahead if that's comfortable. Try to bring the left hip forward. So the left hip often wants to hang back here. Inhale to come up, and then as you exhale, place that right hand down underneath the right shoulder and extend the left arm over. So this is just your simple side plank variation, pressing down through the outside edge of that left foot and reaching out through the left fingertips. Take an inhale to come back up. Exhale to turn towards the front of the mat. Tuck the back toes under. Inhaling, and then exhale, start to straighten that left leg and walk the hands back. So we're coming into Ardha Hanuman or half monkey god pose. Drawing the left hip back. Feel free to use your block here if you'd like to, if you need a little bit more height. Otherwise, just folding forward to where you're comfortable. Just focus on your breathing. This is such a beautiful pose, so simple but just beautiful for the lower back. Let's take an inhale to walk the hands forward, tuck the back toes under, and step forward to the top of the mat into your Uttanasana, feet hip distance apart. Inhale, lengthen up, and then exhale, bend through the knees to roll all the way up. Inhaling to sweep the arms forward and up, and then exhale, circle the hands all the way back, place them onto the lower back, fingertips pointing up, thumbs to the base of the spine. Inhaling to lift the chest up, and then as you exhale, releasing all the way back down to Uttanasana. Inhale into your halfway lift. Exhale, stepping the left leg back, come down to the left knee, releasing the toes. Inhale, arms up into your Anjaneyasana. Continue to lift up the pubic bone towards the belly button just to protect the lower back. One more inhale, reaching up. And then when you're ready, you can exhale to bring the hands down. Swivel that left foot behind you. Step that right foot forward so the right heel's in line with the left knee. Take an inhale and then exhale, leaning out over towards the right foot. Remember, not too much weight on that right leg. Feeling that line all the way from the outside of the left knee out through the left fingertips. Easy breath. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, place that left hand down and extend the right arm all the way over. So that left wrist is just underneath the left shoulder or a little bit further in front of it. So you're not getting any pinching in your shoulder. And let's inhale, coming back up. Exhale to turn towards the front of the mat. Tuck the back toes under. Take an inhale and then exhale, starting to draw back into your Ardha Hanuman once again. You can release the back toes and folding down to where you feel comfortable. Gently drawing the right hip back and remembering to use your block if you need a little bit more height here. Notice if there's anywhere that you can let go, particularly on the exhale. And let's take an inhale, walking the hands forward, bend the front leg and stepping back into your down facing dog. A few breaths here. Take an inhale, come into plank just for a moment, come down to the knees and then lower yourself all the way down onto the mat. Bring the feet together, interlace the hands behind the back, trying to press the heels of the hands together, and then take an inhale, lifting the arms and the upper chest off the mat. Lower down, inhale, lifting up, and then exhale to lower down. And again, inhale, lifting up, press down through the legs, and then exhale to lower down. We're going to do one more. We're going to hold it up here. One more. Lower down, and then let's inhale, holding it. Try to lift the arms off the back if you can. If you need to release the wrists away from one another, that's totally fine. If it's too tight on your shoulders, keep the breathing going. Try to lift the belly button away from the mat. One more inhale, lifting up, and then exhale, release all the way down. Hands underneath the shoulders, pressing back into your child's pose. You can have the knees together here. Just take a few breaths. Inhale to come up to seated, interlace the hands above the head, press the hands up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, drop the hips over towards the right and turn the head to look over past the right arm, pressing the hands away from you. Keep drawing the navel in here. Inhale to come back up to center, and then exhale, drop the hips over to the left, turning the head to look over past the left arm. And inhale, coming to center. Exhale to release the hands down, making your way back into down facing dog for a moment. Inhale forward into your plank position. Exhale the knees down and just lower yourself all the way back down onto the mat. Feet together, interlace the hands once again. This time we're going to inhale to lift the legs, lift the arms, lift the chest. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift everything off the mat, and then exhale to lower. And again, inhale, lift everything off, and then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift off, and let's hold it here. Keep breathing, keep drawing the legs together, keep lifting the arms up. One more inhale, lifting up as high as you can. And then when you're ready, exhale, release it down. Hands underneath the shoulders, press yourself back into child's pose. You can release the arms down by your side, letting the shoulder girdle just spill open. And just focus on your breathing, noticing the resonance of the pose that we just did. And let's come up to a seated position. Just sit over to one side and come forward on your mat and make your way down so you're lying down on your mat. Feet hip distance apart, and bring the heels closer to your sit bones, palms flat on the mat by your side. Take an inhale, peel the spine off, coming up into your Setu Bandhasana or bridge pose. Interlace the hands underneath the back if you can. And then just tuck the shoulders underneath you so you can come up a little bit higher. Keep pressing down through the feet to lift the hips up. Keep breathing here. One more inhale, try to lift the hips up a little bit higher, and then exhale, rolling down one vertebra at a time. And we're going to go again. Feel free to just repeat what we just did, otherwise we're going to make it a little bit stronger in a moment. Take an inhale, rolling up into your bridge once again. This time let's bring the feet together side by side, so squeezing those inner thighs together. Bring the right knee into the chest and extend that right leg up towards the ceiling, flexing the right foot towards your face. Keep pressing down through that left leg. This will be strongly working through your left hamstring. Try to straighten the right leg if you can. And then let's bring it down and we'll go straight away with the left leg. Bring the left knee and extend that left leg up towards the ceiling. Keep breathing. One more inhale. And then when you're ready, exhaling to bring that left leg down. Open the feet back out and then let's roll down one vertebra at a time. Open the feet as wide as the mat and drop the knees in towards one another and just close your eyes. Having your knees in towards one another just releases the lower back. So if you're ever feeling really tired or tight and you actually can't do any other yoga poses, just lie on your back and let the knees drop into one another, and this should provide you with some relief. Direct your attention to that area that needs to soften. Let's bring the knees in towards the chest and just rock yourself up or roll over to one side and come up to a seated position. Extending the legs out in front of you, hands down by your side, so just Dandasana for a moment. Now if you have a strap or a belt or a tie handy and you feel like you need a prop here, please use a prop. So we're going to fold forward into Paschimottanasana, otherwise extend those arms up, inhaling, exhaling, folding forward, taking hold of where you can. That might be the thighs, the knees, the shins, or if you can, ankles or big toes. So if you're feeling that this pose, you're not actually, all you're feeling is the rounding in the lower back, then just bend your knees slightly as well. So you want to try to get a little bit of length through the lower back here as well. And then over time, you can start to straighten those legs. And particularly focus on the exhale. Let's take an inhale, coming up. Cross the right knee over the left, right hand behind you. Take an inhale, extend the left arm up, and exhale, hook that left elbow over the right knee and turning the head to look to the right. So this is a Marichyasana variation. Let's take an inhale, come back to center, extending that right leg forward, cross the left foot over the right, really standing down on that left foot. Inhale that right arm up, exhale, twisting to the left, hooking that right elbow over the left thigh. Pressing down through both sitting bones. As you inhale, try to lengthen up. As you exhale, see if there's any more space in the upper body. Inhale, coming back to center, and then let's just release that left leg out and making your way down onto your back for Shavasana. If you do want to pop something warmer on, you can. Otherwise, just taking your time to really make sure that you're comfortable here. You might want to adjust your clothing or lift the hips up and then place them back down again. Just do what you need to do so you can find a position that you can lie in stillness for at least a few minutes. And once you've found that position, have a sense of surrendering the weight of the body into the floor. If you have a really sore lower back, you could always pop a pillow or a bolster if you have one under the knees, and that provides some really beautiful relief for the lower back as well. Just very gently following the inhale and exhale of your breathing. You might notice that the air is a little bit cool as it's coming in, and just a little bit warmer as it leaves the body. Have a sense of the air being soft. So it's soft as it comes in, and it's soft as it goes out. And if possible, try to stay with the breathing for at least 5 to 8 breaths. Your mind will just naturally wander off, and the practice is to just gently bring it back. And let's start to come out of it, so you can start to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. When you're ready, bending the knees up, rolling over to the right hand side. You can stay there for a moment. And then in your own time, let's come up to a comfortable seated position, resting the hands lightly on the knees, just keeping the eyes closed for a moment. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste, and see you next time.